Hi, I'm Haley, this is Taya, and welcome to Haley and Taya Rip Up Supernatural and Start Over, and also sometimes talk about other stuff, a podcast.
Also known as HATRUSA. Episode 1, Introductions.
So, what are we here for, Taya?
We're here to talk about Supernatural.
Right.
Because Supernatural is very bad.
It's a trash.
It's very bad. And I think that we, two college students in their 20s, could do a better job.
College students in their 20s with a specification in creative writing.
Okay, that's true. We are both creative writers.
Yes.
And that makes us legally qualified to rewrite Supernatural from the beginning.
Correct.
By going through every single episode, of which there are 320, and just being mean to it.
Yeah. So, each episode of this podcast will be recorded after watching an episode of the show, wherein we will do our stuff.
Really just dig into it.
Really just go nuts.
I'm going to be mean about it. I'm going to be real mean about it.
Yeah. Talk about everything we think is wrong. Think about what we should change. And then, it's a work.
Profit.
Yeah, profit. Step 3.
A bunch of question marks and then profit.
Right.
CW, call us.
Let's go.
Supernatural 2. Electric Boogaloo.
Stop! Okay. So.
All right.
The road so far.
Our
road so far.
Our road. Because the road has ended. They've ended the road.
The road has ended 1 week ago. Almost exactly.
And I was actually there for it, surprisingly, because I have not watched Supernatural in so long.
Yes, so I experienced it raw. Taya.
That's one way to put it.
Raw is the only way to put it, I think. And well, Taya's not watched it. Yes, Taya listened to me watching it. And as Taya has not watched it since... Is it season 5?
No, season 9.
Season 9, okay.
I watched through season 9.
Okay, season 5 is the good one. So we watched...
Yeah.
Taya watched through season 9. I have watched regularly for the last 8 years. I have not.
That's dedication I don't have.
See, I believe the only break. Can we just get a quick fact check? Dean is the dog episode. Season 9. Okay, so during season 9, the episode where Dean turns into a dog.
Bold of you to assume I remember anything.
It is in season 9, so you should remember. During season 9, I took a brief hiatus because I was entering, I think, high school, and I was like, this is a lot, and I needed, like, a minute, and I forgot about it for a while, but then I saw a commercial for the episode where Dean is going to be a dog, and I went, well, this sounds crazy, so I watched it, and then I got back into it. But my first ever Supernatural experience.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So, when I was in middle school, I really, really liked My Little Pony.
I know this about you.
Yeah. And in My Little Pony, as many should know, there is a little filly named Apple Bloom. She is the younger sister of Applejack, one of the main 6. And she is voiced. She is voiced by Michelle Creeber. I know what you're thinking.
God! I think I remember this story.
I know what you're thinking. What does this have to do with Supernatural? Well, in season 7, episode 11, I remember this off the top of my head because I was on Michelle Creeper's Wikipedia page trying to see things she'd been in because I really thought she was just really cool. And I saw that she'd been in Supernatural, which is a show that I knew my friend had liked. And I went, well, that's crazy weird. So I went on Netflix, found that episode, and watched it. That episode, as we will
Oh no.
go through in quite some time from now, but that episode is about Dean Winchester becoming death for a hot second. And Michelle Creeper plays the child who he has to kill.
Oh my god! I only vaguely remember this episode.
That was my first ever experience.
Oh my god, I can't believe you didn't. Well, I mean, I guess if you were only watching for her, that makes sense. But I was gonna be like, I can't believe you didn't start from the beginning. But I guess if you were like, I only want to watch for this person, and they're only in one episode, why would I start from the beginning?
Correct. But then I did watch that episode, and then immediately go, well, what's going on? And then started from the beginning within the next day or so.
Damn.
It was it was like, what, 8th grade or whatever? I don't know. And it was... Oh, good.
I mean, it's gotta have been around there because the Dean is a Dog episode...
was 2013.
I think, yeah, 2013, so it's gotta be around there. I started watching Supernatural probably in 7th or 8th grade because I was on Tumblr. Right. And I saw Super Hulock.
Right.
And I watched all of them.
Great.
And Doctor Who has won, everyone. The Doctor is the only one left still standing.
Fuck.
I know I know they've teased Sherlock season 5, and frankly, if season 5 happens, I will egg Moffat's house. So that's where I stand. But pretty much, I just saw it on Tumblr, and I was like, what is this? I'm gonna watch this, and then proceeded to watch 9 seasons of it, getting increasingly more disappointed as time went on.
Right.
And I realized, oh god, oh no. Oh god, oh no.
Right.
Oh god, oh no.
Yeah.
This is very bad.
Because it's not great.
It's not great.
It's not great. I want to throw something at you really quick here. Can you, off the top of your head right now, name your favorite episode of Supernatural?
Oh my god. I don't want to be super basic.
No, that's fine. Are you going to say the French mistake?
No, I was going to say the Mystery Shack.
Oh.
Or Spot. Is it Spot or Shack?
I don't remember.
Oh, God. Wiki, where you at?
It's the Mystery Spot.
Mystery Spot.
Yes.
I think it's the Mystery Spot. It's literally any episode with Gabriel.
Season 3, episode 11. Premiered on February 14th, 2008. The Mystery Spot.
It's the episodes that aren't as serious that I tend to really like, although there are some serious episodes that kind of hit the spot. But I just really like Gabriel, and I thought it was a lot of fun. And an honorary mention is the episode where the Ghostfacers are introduced.
Of course.
Because
how could we?
They're fun.
Like, yeah, absolutely they are. So here's mine.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I probably have a better favorite episode, but when my favorite episode right off the top of my head is season 1, episode 3, Dead in the Water. It's the episode with the dead ghost drown boy.
Oh my god, that episode freaks me out so much.
That episode is the episode that really just pulled me right on in. And I went, this shit is fucked. There's a dead child. And was immediately enthralled.
I mean, we're going to talk about it in like 4 weeks.
Yeah.
That's the one with the bathtub, right?
Correct.
That episode freaks me out. Okay, I feel like I should be clear. Haley, super, super into ghosts.
Thanks.
Me, big, giant wimp. Hey, I just said you were into ghosts. That just means you like ghosts. You
I just
enjoy
think they're
horror.
cool.
You like scary things. I'm a big, giant wimp, so the fact that I got through 9 episodes of Supernatural is actually super impressive.
I like how you said episodes.
Oh, Jesus. Anyway. Well, that's what it feels like, because I tried
Honestly?
to rewatch it, like, last year when we first started talking about this podcast, because my family was moving and we were living in a hotel room, and there were
Right.
6 of us in a hotel room, and my sister put on the early seasons of Supernatural, and
Yes.
the episodes stressed me out so much. They gave me so much anxiety, and I was like, what happened between now and middle school, where not only do I know the plot of these episodes, I know these characters are just gonna fucking come back to life
Yeah.
until they decide that Dina's gonna die on a rusty nail.
I literally want to
Spoiler
die. um, yeah, so my thing is that season 1's Monster of the Week setup was obviously the best one.
Yeah.
Like, I don't remember when that ended. I'm not saying season 1's the best one. I'm saying the setup of Monster of the Week.
Well, we're gonna find out.
We're gonna find out.
I mean, here's where we should do our disclaimer, because this podcast is essentially, as you can tell from the title, just gonna be us dunking on Supernatural for, I don't know, did we decide on like half an hour every week? So like, that's not everyone's jam, and that's fine. But like, it's okay if you like Supernatural. It's just like, there are elements that you do have to be aware of are slightly problematic and not great. And we're probably going to talk about some of them. And other time, we're just going to dunk on them for bad writing.
Yeah, because sometimes they really end the series on that note. Like, come on. What? You can like Supernatural, but if you tell me that was a solid ending, I'm going to question you.
I genuinely, maybe I'm following the wrong people, maybe I'm following the right people. I have not seen a single person who watched the final episode and went, hell yes, that was a satisfying season finale.
No.
That was a satisfying end of a show. And I personally, not having watched it, but having listened to you react to the last 2 episodes, I still think they should have ended it an episode early, and screw the last episode was pretty much just like fan service. Correct. I think, and not even good fan service.
It was literally the most poor fan service I've ever seen executed, and I've watched a lot of anime. So I feel like I can say something.
You have some authority here.
Correct. Anime authority, but authority nonetheless. My favorite is the staggering amount of posts that there are where not only are they saying that it wasn't a good ending, but they're saying thank you so much for everything you did, but then they end it with, they really did you dirty. And I'm like, oh, that's the thing. Shit. Yeah, dude.
They really did characters so dirty. And I mean, we're going to get to this episode at some point in our lives, but I actually watched the ending of episode 200 fanfiction for the first time today.
Oh, wow.
I've actually never seen it. I've heard a lot of things about that episode, obviously. Like, how are you on the peripheral of Supernatural and not know about episode 200 fanfiction, where there is a musical episode where high schoolers are putting on Supernatural, the music, very meta, everything to do with Supernatural inside Supernatural is meta. But today was the first time I watched it because we were talking about Supernatural in a server for some reason, and I was like, I should go listen to their version of Carry On, and I like got so emotional watching that scene, and I scrolled through the comments, and they're all from like several years ago at this point.
Right.
And they were all talking about how like it was so clear that like the writers love their fans so much and how genuine an episode it was. And I think someone, and I don't know if this is true, so do not quote me, but someone said that it was Jared and Jensen's first time like hearing that version of the song or whatever. Like they kind of didn't know, and we'll find out if that's true. Like,
yeah, like we'll figure it out.
I'll research it when we get to episode fucking 200.
Yeah.
But there was just like such a difference in what I felt watching that to some of the scenes that I've watched from the last 3 episodes of the show, where in 120 episodes, I guess they just, like, stopped caring.
They said, fuck this, actually.
I guess it's impressive that they cared to 200.
That's, yeah, I guess.
But, I mean, if they really, we can't know what's going through the writers' heads, but, like, hearing about those last 2 episodes was rough. And I remember we were sitting in call, and it had been, like, half an hour, and you were telling me about, like, mime vampires.
Yeah.
And I was just like, Haley, I will sit through 319 episodes with you. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I can do this one.
Yeah.
Because I was just bored out of my mind.
But it's really good because the mime vampires, the mime vampires weren't real. They were just vampires. So
Great.
Dean, like, the mime part was Dean talking about it because he was like, oh my god, your fear and my fear, or my fear and your fear, that's so crazy, or something like that. I don't remember. It's the fact that I don't remember in itself.
It's been less than a week.
And also it was the series finale of a show I've been following adamantly for the last 8 years. Said by a character who I would qualify as my favorite of the main cast.
Yeah, we know. We should establish that, actually.
Yeah.
That you love Dean and I really love Sam, and so we are on opposite sides of that spectrum.
Yeah.
And we'll butt heads about this.
It'll just be really great, actually. We could have, like,
for everyone involved.
For everybody involved. It makes for great debate sessions. Obviously.
It also means I can tell you to stop talking about how hot Dean is.
I will never say it twice in one episode.
You know what? I can work with that.
Awesome. I get one.
You get one. Use it wisely.
I will.
So we have talked about this a lot. I hinted at it when we said that we started talking about doing this podcast over a year ago, because even before that, we talked about rewriting Supernatural as, like, a book, and then we're like, that's too much work.
Wait, shit, so did we do that?
Yes!
Oh my god.
But we've been talking about this for so long, and one of the things we did was immediately come up with a list of major things that we would immediately change. And at the moment, it's much longer, but it basically boils down to more girls, more gay, not that ending.
Right.
Like, you know, better things throughout, better writing, better character development, keeping things that pop up, like, you know, forgetting there's a third Winchester brother.
God. Or how about keeping deaths permanent?
Oh my god. We one of our friends does not know anything about Supernatural, and I was talking to them about it, and the fact they said something like, the fact that you have to use the word permadeath so often is astounding. And I was like, yeah, and, like, none of these permadeaths are permadeaths because they did a parallel universe thing.
Right. And the thing is that, like, it's not even, you can't be like, oh, well, they retconned it. Because they didn't, like, retcon it. They straight up wrote it into the plot how they got them back. It wasn't just like, well, they're back now. It's, oh, well, this is Charlie who came from the apocalypse world and doesn't have any of the memories as our Charlie did, who is dead now because she got mauled while she was trying to help us in a bathtub.
God damn it. So we do acknowledge that we're probably not going to talk about some of those major changes that we would make, which our first one, more girls, was literally us going, but what if Sam and Dean were girls?
They're sisters now.
We're not going to do every single episode where we're going to be like, Sam and Dean should have been girls. Like, to just know, like, that's where our minds are at, is that there should be more women in this series, specifically women who survive for longer periods of time.
Yeah.
There should also be more people of color who survive at all. Do any of them survive? I don't think so.
We discussed this, remember, in is it the word penultimate, when it's the one before the end? In the penultimate episode where Castiel was sent to Super Hell, Billy, the new death, also died. And everybody was so caught up about the fact that Castiel was dying that they didn't even think about that Billy, who was one of if not the only reoccurring woman of color character, was also killed.
I think the only other reoccurring woman of color that the series had that I remember, and remember I didn't watch the entire show, was her name Mississippi or Missouri? She was like a psychic. She's early seasons.
Is she the one who went blind?
Ooh, I don't know. We're gonna supernatural. I love how much Googling we're doing.
Missouri Mosley.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I recall her.
Yeah, and I don't know if she died or they just stopped having her on.
She died in season 13, apparently.
Dang, she lasted pretty long. Good for her. But
apparently, hey.
Hey?
She showed up in the penultimate episode in the flashback sequence at the end. That's so fun.
Well, that doesn't really count, but sure. That would be not only their only woman of color, that might be one of their only long-lasting people of color, because they had that other black hunter for a while, and he died, I think. And they had Kevin for a bit.
Taya, you have to check out what Missouri mostly looks like in the anime. Oh, wow.
Oh god, we are gonna talk about the anime at some point, but we're focusing. We're trying to focus, but we will have an episode where we talk about the anime because we have to talk about the anime.
For fucking sure we do. If we don't, it would be a sin, a flaw,
a cardinal sin,
a cardinal skin,
a cardinal sin. If you don't know what Missouri looks like in the anime, you should Google it.
Yeah, absolutely you should. And also Google what she looks like if you don't remember in the show, because there's a difference, for sure.
Some compare and contrast.
Yeah, they took some creative differences, creative freedoms, if you will.
Liberties, yeah. We got there. Yeah, and I do want to acknowledge, like, some of the problems we're going to talk about on this show are only really avoidable through hindsight, because Supernatural was only supposed to have 5 seasons.
Yeah.
And then they beat that horse.
Oh, they beat it so bad. They
beat that horse, and there is no longer a horse to beat.
No.
And yet, we are here. We are now beating the horse.
We are...
The horse is now ours to beat.
We are perhaps the horse being beaten, I would say, because we are not only doing this podcast, but we have to go through and rewatch each and every episode. Enough to be able to take notes on what we would change. So we're not just watching it in passing. We are deep viewing Supernatural. We are the horse.
We are the horse. Name change already.
We are the horse.
We are the horse.
Welcome to HATRUSA. We are the horse.
To be fair, I don't think, at least if you want to watch each episode multiple times, you are more than welcome to.
Oh no, I wasn't going to watch it multiple times, just one.
Our plan is to watch it and actually record our reactions, and if you would like to see those at some point, we might throw them up on a Patreon if that's anything anyone is interested in.
If you are at all compelled by our delightfully capturing characters.
And you can hear me constantly complaining about how, god damn it, I can't see. I swear Supernatural is the show that started the trend of CW shows being darkly lit as fuck.
With the occasional sex scenes sprinkled in for taste.
Why do you say occasional? I swear, I think it was specifically season 6 with Soulless Sam, where they were just like, he has no soul, so that just means he's gonna have sex like 4 times an episode, and you're constantly gonna be looking at his back.
Which couldn't
I feel like there was like a lot of like working out scenes.
Which couldn't you say, do you think, would also tie in with the Christian propaganda of Supernatural that Sam only recklessly had sex when he was soulless? When his soul had already gone to hell.
I want to agree with you, but Dean has sex so often that I can't.
Well, yeah, but it's established that Dean is reckless.
I guess that's true, but he is supposed to be Michael's true vessel, and he is supposed to be the epitome of good.
You are right.
I heard the disappointment in your voice.
I had something going there and you shot it.
But again, that's the thing. That's what I was going with earlier. Supernatural spanned 15 seasons and well over 15 years because of the time between seasons, and then again with this break they took in season 15 because of COVID.
Yeah, the break they took during COVID and changed the script to the last episode, which was supposed to be better.
Okay, like,
release the script!
Haley, by the time we get to episode 320, we will have more information on that. Right now, I think it's a little bit speculation-y, but I will say it's way easier for us to go back and be like, where the fuck did Sam's powers go? Is it just because he stopped drinking demon blood? I still don't know. But, like, we have the ability to look back on that.
Right.
After the show is over. I don't think after season 5 had a plan ever, because season 5's big bad was Lucifer. Like, you guys had 10 more seasons. What the hell were you gonna do? Fist fight God for 20 minutes, I guess.
Oh no.
Which is really lame. That's really lame. Haley, did I lose you?
This is the saddest thing that could ever happen. And I watched Supernatural season 15. Drum roll shot. Hello?
Hello?
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you so much.
So if there was a weird cut there, it's because we had minor technical difficulties with internet and Discord, but it's fine now.
That's how it is. And that's the age we live in.
This is the quality content you are not paying for.
Unless you buy our Patreon.
Which currently does not exist.
Which, please don't look for it. It's not up.
Well, we need at least 3 people to listen before we put in that kind of effort.
Yeah. And even then, like, at least 15 views, I think.
Yeah. We need like, comment, and subscribe.
Make sure you smash that like button and ring that bell.
Is this going up on YouTube and SoundCloud, I think? I don't know what we're doing.
I just wanted to say it.
All right. Good to know. What was I saying? I think I was just saying that it's easier for us to be like, yeah, y'all were dumb because you didn't know what you were writing about. And we could be like, here's an amazing plot that spans 15 seasons and, like, makes sense. But yeah. Who plans for a 15-season show, you know?
Exactly.
That's why soap operas are, like, inherently so weird, I think. Like, I've never watched one, but I've heard about Days of Our Lives, and, like, they're just pulling shit
Which Jensen
out of nowhere.
Ackles,
like,
is also in, right? Is that the one where he's in? This is gonna be embarrassing if it's not.
Haley?
This shit sucks so bad.
I can't tell if you're talking about your internet or the TV show.
I was talking about the internet. Yeah, no, is that the one that Jensen Ackles is in?
Oh my god, was it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
That's just the only one I know off of my life. I wrote Daily. Days of Our
Daily Lives.
Jensen. Yep, yeah, it was. Damn.
I
can't believe it, he went from being inside a soap opera to being inside a soap opera.
Gotta pour one out for our boy.
Are
Did
you
my
still
internet
with
straight
me?
up just go again?
It's okay. I'll just edit the silent parts out.
Cool, thank you.
No problem, man.
It's gonna be really fun though, because a lot of it, just so you know, is me going, God damn it. God damn shit, fuck, damn it. Taya! Which honestly, actually, I feel like that's like a really good summary of Supernatural. Isn't that basically just every single time something happens in Supernatural?
That's what the second to last episode sounded like when you were calling me while watching it.
Right.
Listening to the last episode was me every so often going, is anything happening? And you were like, they're eating pie. The second to last one was definitely a lot more freaking out. To the point where you missed them Thanos snapping a dog.
I was just really excited. This is my one. I was just really excited about Dean holding this dog. I just thought it was really sexy. Sorry about it.
It's fine, but you have used your one. It was just really funny because we were like, oh man, are they gonna kill the dog? They're totally gonna kill the dog. And then you were like, they didn't kill the dog. Plot twist, they killed the dog. Haley just missed it.
We found out like a week later.
On Tumblr. I got sent like a Tumblr video of the dog being snapped. And I was just like, Haley!
I thought I was being pranked.
Why would someone edit that?
I don't know.
Oh my god. This is gonna be such a journey. We have things planned. We have segments planned.
Oh, the
we
segment.
have guests planned. We just watched a season finale, and we also talked about the season finale, but now we have to talk about the season as a whole planned.
Yeah.
This is going to be so many episodes. It's going to take up like 6 years of our life.
And you know what?
I hope you remember
so did
this.
Supernatural, so it's only right.
It's only fair that we now
fair.
profit. So
it's only fair that we profit from the fucking emotional fucking like damages, distress, tolls.
Are you gonna sue Supernatural?
I'm gonna sue Supernatural.
Good for you.
Thank you.
I found a list of segments that you can look forward to.
Right.
When we actually talk about an episode next time, including our favorite thing on the episode Wikipedia.
Right.
Because those pages are incredible.
Right.
Any lore in that episode that I want to be an asshole about.
Correct.
Crack shipping background characters.
Oh, good. It's very good.
Making fun of various promo images for each season, because have you seen the images for season 9? Because I looked them up and they are very funny.
Good.
We have explaining Supernatural to Nella every 10 episodes, but with no context.
Right, yeah.
And we have, this is going to be 6 or 7 years in the future, but we're going to do the pre-finale cast show thing they did. We're doing that one drunk.
Oh yeah, we sure are.
I can't listen to these people talk about it sober.
No. I specifically tried to for like a hot second, and I did think that I was dying. That's an exaggeration, but what I mean to say is it was lame, and it's the one episode I haven't watched.
I wouldn't consider it an episode.
No.
I was gonna compare it to The Bachelor, but arguably, like, after the final rose and Women Tell R, like, kind of our episodes, because, like, you find out so much more, but I feel like I haven't seen any information about that pre-finale interview cast thingy, aside from, and this might not have happened because I saw it in like one Tumblr post,
right,
that they referred to maybe Jack, or no, I think they referred to Castiel as the third Winchester brother.
Oh my god.
Which, if true, is absolutely fucking hilarious because Adam was in the episode before.
I love that so much.
Big old no homo right there.
Thanks, guys.
That's all I have to say. Do you have anything to add?
I don't know. I feel like that's a pretty clean wrap on the summarization of our entire life being for the next 6 years.
You people better listen to this and you better share it. I don't care if you don't like Supernatural.
Like, comment, subscribe. We're selling our souls. Did you like my on-topic Supernatural goof?
Yeah, here's mine. We're going to Turbo Hell.
Wow.
We're going to Mega Hell.
Great.
We're going to Super Hell, and we are going to live there for the next 6 years. Everyone else has been freed from Super Hell. We are actively choosing to stay in Super Hell.
And just like Castiel, there is no foreseeable way out.
All right.
This has been Hatrusa.
Oh my god.
Next time, will Dean Winchester drink a beer?
Will a woman wear white?
Will Sam graduate college?
We don't know.
There's only one way to find out. And let's watch episode 1.
Let's do it.
See you on the flip side.
Bye.